Kia ora everyone, welcome to week 2 of the Keto 12-week online program. I know that a few of you guys have just turned in for this week, the start of this week, or towards the end of this week, sorry. So some of you are relatively new. I want to find out how the week has been for you guys getting into keto. See if anyone actually had any headaches or any flu symptoms or keto flu symptoms. Just want to see how the week has been. Before, hang on, you might want to check your what is it? Let's have a look here. Before, you just want to check your what is it? Your audio. Just want to see if you can unmute yourself. I can't actually unmute you, mate. Before, can you hear me? Oh, he's tattooing around. Okay, we'll go to Lynn. Lynn, how's your week been, both with food and exercise?
Started actually today, Adrian, because I couldn't get myself organised with everything. So I've been having a play with the food.
Yep.
And exercise is pretty awesome. I'm really quite chuffed with that. I'm enjoying it. But I'm doing my big cooking cook tonight for the week.
That's awesome, Lynn. That's fantastic. Yep, keep on doing that with what you're doing. Get your food prepped up, and yeah, sounds like your exercise is going well, which is awesome. So keep that going. Thanks for that, Lynn. We're going to go to Nofua. We're on there now. Nofua, how's your week been with food and everything? And also, did you have any keto flu symptoms?
None at the moment. But yeah, exercise has been going well, and the kids have been joining in early in the morning. So, so they've bought into it. They said, "Oh, you have to get up. We're going to come and do exercise with you." So
yes,
yeah, so that's me. So,
that is awesome. That is great. And did you? So no headaches or anything like that for you this week?
No, not at the moment. So
okay,
yeah,
that's great.
All
right. Well, you just keep on doing what you're doing before. That's fantastic. Thank you for that. We're going to go to Jess's iPhone. What's going on, Jess? How's your week been?
Oh, yeah, it's been good. It's been hard with the headaches, definitely.
Oh, you had headaches.
Yeah. And to be honest, I haven't been really good with the exercise, but
cool.
I'm getting there. But yeah, the food's been all good.
That's fantastic. Yeah, for me, 80% is the food. If you guys can get the exercise in this week, that'll be fantastic. I want to thank you for that, Jess's iPhone. For that, Jess, that's great. We're going to check out Mel. What's going on, Mel? How's your week been? Did you have any headaches at all?
I think I might have had headaches, but I can't. They were just little ones.
Oh, yeah, sweet ads.
They were like big headaches. And I did ditch the exercise one day.
Cool. One day. That's not bad. One day ditching it. That's pretty good, Mel. That's pretty good. Yeah.
I felt guilty, but yeah, I didn't do it. And the food was okay. Today I felt like a bag of chippies.
Yeah.
But I made me a espresso milkshake.
And what do you think of that?
Yeah, it was all right.
It's okay. Yeah, right.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's quite filling.
Yeah, I didn't have it all.
Yeah, right on. And did you not want the chippies after that?
No, I still want chippies.
Give it a couple of weeks, Mel. Give it a couple of weeks, eh? All right, thanks for that, Mel. That's very cool. All right, we're going to check out Amanda. What's going on, Amanda? It looks very warm and sunny there. How's the weather? Hang on, wait. I've got to unmute you. There we go.
Yeah, it's awesomely sunny here today.
Yeah, right on. And how's your week back in?
Not great. Not great. First week, I have to say.
Really?
Wicked headaches. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And how are they now?
I think that's just been withdrawals from my Red Bull.
Yeah, I think so, eh?
Yeah. So it's been good today. Awesome today. So I've been a bit slack this last week, so I'm officially starting tomorrow.
That's good. That's very good. All right. Thanks, Amanda. It looks freaking nice and sunny there. Let's have a look here. We're going to go see Brian. Brian, you're going to check your audio, Brian. We're going to go to he.
Yeah, that's me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How's your week been?
Yeah, I slid in a bit late. So yeah, not too bad. I can't say I'm a big fan of that almond coffee. That was not a good time. Yeah, but probably for me, it's around about it's sort of the 6 o'clock nibbles. I think it's like Jess is like I'm a chips and a glass of wine girl, and
Yeah.
that's my hard time. So any suggestions to replace that, I'm all ears.
Okay. Do you like antipastos? Do you like cheese and crackers and that type of thing with your wine?
Yeah, I'm a real crackers and crackers
Okay.
and cheese and
Now, who am I speaking to?
It's Heidi, eh?
It's Heidi.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Heidi. All right. Here we go. So what I'll do, Heidi, I'm going to send you some info on crackers.
Yep.
Okay, something that you can actually have, some seed crackers and stuff like that. I really like them with some salami and some cheese, with even a white wine. And you'll find that you'll even stay in keto on Friday if you stick with that combination.
Stop it. Okay.
I know,
okay.
stop it. Exactly.
Cool.
All right,
All
that's
right.
cool.
Cheers, mate.
And let's call it. Let's have a look here. We've got Michael. We're going to go with Michael. Michael, how's your week been?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Yeah, Monday. I had stiff legs before I even did the bloody exercises.
I know everyone saw legs this week, I think. Yeah.
Nah, but it's been pretty good because I've been away for work, so
Yeah,
I've had to pretty much find out where and what I can find to food-wise.
Yeah.
So for me, while I was away, I think the one restaurant was actually pretty good. The owner just said, "Okay, well, what do you want, mate?" It's like, "Oh, I want the steak, but I don't want this and I don't want that, and give me extra butter." And I just
yes, yeah, man, it was good too, eh?
Yeah, so that was pretty good. And then I found this awesome spot in Plymouth for breakfast, which I got breakfast and lunch with, so that was mint.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, just, mate, the amount of water that I've been drinking is, I think it's my life's amount in my first week.
Awesome.
It's been pretty good. Normally on the Friday night and stuff like that, it's normally, we used to have wine and that over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any of that yet.
Man.
But I've been looking up whiskies, no carbs.
Right? Yeah, man. I'll be sending out, coming in this Friday, I'll be sending out a list of alcohols that have got their carb content on. So you can actually have a look at which has got the highest carb content and which hasn't. So if you are going to be out drinking on the weekends and that is going to be a cheat meal, you can make a better decision, which is cool as.
Is there a bourbon?
There is a bourbon, Brian, but there is a bourbon, Brian, but mainly the spirits are fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's your Jack Daniels is fine, your Jim Beam's fine.
Yeah.
That makes life terrible.
Unbelievable.
Dry red, dry white.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So coming this weekend, when you guys do have a cheat meal this coming week, so if you guys are looking more at having some alcohol instead of food, we can do that as well. Okay, that's just cool.
It's been pretty good though.
Yep, that sounds awesome, Michael. Thanks a lot for that, man. That's freaking awesome. You guys are doing
great.
Let's have a look here. We've got Brian. Brian, how's the week been?
Well, I've only just started, so shopping around, like finding, a lot of the ingredients, like some of the supplement stuff I haven't got yet. But I learned a lot from the last time, to put together a few keto breakfasts and stuff. We never used to have any like greens though with the breakfast. It was always just bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
So some of the photos have been really cool. Like some of the breakfasts you fellas have been having, I really enjoy that. Like I don't know who posted one up, but it was bacon and eggs, but had a bit of cucumber and a bit of avocado and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Asparagus. That's a cool one because I got some of that the other day because I saw it's it's out now. It's a winter veg.
Yeah, man, totally.
And for me, I think the hardest thing was just to try and find those meals that I enjoy, because I only found one before that I really hammered, and I got so sick of it in the end.
Yeah.
So some of the food though looks just awesome. You're right, Adrian. You've come a long way in 4 years, eh? Funny stuff. Yeah, I've been doing it for years, eh? Brian was one of the first guys on the program 4+ years ago. Yeah, welcome back, Brian. Things have changed now, which is cool as. Yep.
Welcome back, bro.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
Cool as. Okay, we're going to go to 757767. Are you there? Come on over.
I'm live. It's my work staff number. That's why I'm trying.
How has your week been? 7577.
Or Kath.
Hi, Kath.
Hi. Actually, pretty good, to be honest. The food I really enjoyed. Did have some headaches. So the exercise, I went to the gym a couple of times, and then I went for a couple of big walks, up sort of around our place and up around the hills. And
Nice.
that was really good. So I did an hour both times. I got really sore legs from that.
Wow.
But so question, are you supposed to do, Grant and I have had a fight about this, are you supposed to do your exercise first thing in the morning, or can you do it at any time in the day?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kath. The best time to do it is in the morning, and that's just to get your metabolism going and to wake you up. But also, once intermittent fasting happens in week 4 for you guys, where we don't eat in the morning, that morning workout really comes into effect, because one of the byproducts of exercise is heat. So all morning, instead of putting food in our mouth and our body using that as fuel, it's utilizing the fuel that were of us, okay, burning fat. So all morning, after that morning exercise, we're just prolonging that burn time. So I'm trying to get you guys to get into the habit of these morning workouts, so that by the time week 4 comes along, then that routine is hopefully there, where you're getting up and doing your morning exercise. When you're fasting in the morning, your body is just taking lots and lots and lots of fat from you, and that's what we want. And that's the beauty about the KETO12, how it works.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, so definitely the morning then.
Yep, if you can. Yep.
What about walking in the sort of because I come home from work and take the dog for a walk?
Totally. Yeah, as well. Like I usually get if you can go for a walk or go do the high intensity stuff in the morning, the 20 stuff. It's really short and compact, and then in the evening go out for a walk, take the dogs out, and get out and about.
Yeah, cool. And then just a few headaches, but I actually found the food really easy. I really like it, and I've just been shopping actually to Pack and Save and been just demoing your keto stand or keto stand. Yeah, so I'm all supplied for the week, and I'm traveling this week too, so I'm gonna take my food with me because I'm doing a day trip. So
that's the one. I prep your food, Kath. That's the one.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. And as far as for the rest of you guys that are getting headaches and stuff like that, one of the quickest ways of actually eradicating and getting rid of that headache is actually to take a pinch of Himalayan sea salt and throw that in your mouth, and it'll actually get rid of it. We're actually just need the salt. So try that out if you guys have a headache. Now we're going to go to Elton. Elton, how's your week been?
Yeah, good.
Right on. Any headaches or anything like that?
No, not really. I did get really sore after the first gym session.
Yeah, man. Did you in the gym, or was this from the 2020 or the 300 fitness test?
No, well, I went to the gym the day before I started, and then the 2020, and then I went to the gym again, and then I was just sore as.
Sore as, man. You got the DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness. Yeah, it'll be better. It'll be better this week, man. Keep on doing it, Elton.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I was stuck with it. Went every day. I even went this morning. Big day of sport on the tally, so had to go this morning.
Good man. That's the one, Elton. Keep it going, man. That sounds great. We're gonna check out Kingsley. What's going on, Kingsley? How's your week been?
How you going? All good, brother.
Good, man. Are you in a plane? Looks like you're in a plane. Business class.
No, I'm at work. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see out there, but yeah, unfortunately here. Hey, it's going all good. Just struggling with the no alcohol thing. Like my vodka. So yeah, it kind of sucks big time not being able to drink, but hey, it's something I need to do, so it's all good.
That's cool, Les, man. And if you are looking at, because I do have clients that prefer not to have a cheap meal, they would prefer to actually have something to drink. And if it's a Friday or Saturday night, that's a regular thing for you. Don't be shy to look at the keto options for you, but just remember, it's better just a one day or a one meal, or just getting smashed once a week.
Yeah, I'm a daily person.
Okay. or not, Kingsley.
Yeah, not on a big scale, just to relax. So yeah, it doesn't. It's like I said, it's not going to hurt. I've been down these roads lots before, and every time I stop drinking, that's when I start losing weight. So it obviously starts up your metabolism. So yeah.
All right. Welcome aboard, Kingsley.
Yeah, you know how it is. So it's all good.
That's cool, Les. Thanks for that, man. Well, we're going to go to Vanessa. What's going on, Vanessa? How's your week been?
Hi.
Hiya.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work this out.
All good. You're on. You're live.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hard out.
sorry.
Oh, good. How's your week been? Any
Well,
sort of keto flu symptoms or anything like that?
No, not really. I was sick last week.
Yeah.
So when I did the fitness test, I didn't do it till about Tuesday, I think it was, and it just about killed me.
Yeah, would have.
But I'm just wondering, the breakfast, the bacon and eggs and that, do you have to have that at breakfast time, and can you change that to a lunch or a dinner meal?
You can have whatever you
Can
want
you change those
whenever
meals
you want.
around?
Yeah, you can have whatever you want whenever you want. And if you don't usually have breakfast, I don't want you to change that. I don't want you, like, if you usually don't have breakfast, don't have it. But I don't want to change when you eat. I just want to change what you eat.
Oh, okay. I am struggling with the fruit. No fruit.
Yeah, no, me too. And like, that's why I go backwards and forwards between keto and paleo. It's just because of the fruit, especially around feed hour season. Okay. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, exactly. So, that's why I go backwards and forwards between paleo and keto. These are tools. Okay. These are solely tools. I'm predominantly keto probably about 95% of the time throughout the year for the energy levels. But if I want to have some fruit like yourself, then I go back to paleo for a bit and indulge, and then I'll come back into keto just for the energy. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, guys, thank you very much for that. Thank you, Vanessa, for the update. Okay, guys, so every week when we come on here, this is all for accountability, okay? So if you do feel a bit uncomfortable, just let me know on the group chat or private message me and just say, hey, I'm a bit uncomfortable about talking in front of everyone else. You just want to miss me out? I can do that. It's not a big drama. But main thing is for accountability. I've been a personal trainer for many years. And even when my clients had lost all the weight, I would try and get rid of them. I've actually fired quite a few of my clients that had lost all the weight, but they wanted to stay. They could train on their own. And I asked them, why do you still need me here? You've lost all the weight. They said, well, it's for accountability. If you're going to be here, then I'm going to be here as well. And one thing that I found with success in this program is that a lot of people need that accountability every week from not just myself, but also from everyone else in here, okay? But if you do feel a little bit awkward about talking in public like this, just let me know. No drama at all. Okay, so let's get on to a bit more stuff about keto. We're going to be looking at, let's have a look here. We're going to be going over the keto sticks a bit more, so you guys find out a bit more about how to utilize those. Also talking a bit more about keto. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, ketosis is essentially a metabolic state in which the body primarily relies on fat for energy. Biologically, the human body is a very adaptable machine and can run on a variety of different fuels. But on a carb-heavy Western diet, the primary source of energy is carbohydrates or glucose. Now, if glucose is available, the body will use it first since it's the quickest to metabolize. Now, really need to point this out to you guys, okay? We need to stay in ketosis as long as possible, okay? So if the kids are running by with some chippies and we reach out and we grab those chippies and we eat them, it's actually going to kick us out of ketosis, okay? And it could take us a day or two to get back into ketosis, okay? Because our body will use it first. If glucose is available, the body will use it first since it's the quickest to metabolize, okay? So in a standard Western diet, your metabolism is primarily geared towards burning carbohydrates or glucose for fuel. Glucose is a type of sugar, okay? So it doesn't matter if you guys are consuming sugar or just, say, for example, bread. Okay, if you guys are eating bread, it gets turned into glucose, which is a type of sugar in your system that your body uses as fuel, okay, glucose. Now, those headaches you're having is actually a sugar withdrawal. Even if you guys are not consuming lots of sugar, it's the glucose that your body is making for fuel that your body is withdrawing from. So in ketosis, it's just the opposite. The body primarily relies on ketones, which are produced in the body burning fat for energy rather than glucose. Now, ketones, they power all of your major organs, and if you eat a diet very low in carbohydrates and protein, it forces your body to look elsewhere for glucose or for fuel, and your entire metabolism will switch over to using ketones for fuel instead, and this is what is called ketosis. Now, you guys will be finding this out this week as an added weight loss benefit. Ketosis also has a well-documented appetite-suppressing effect. Okay, you guys are probably finding, but by the end of the week, you guys aren't requiring as much food anymore. In fact, you probably aren't thinking that much about it as well. Due its part to its effect on our blood sugar levels. Now, a ketogenic diet, it minimizes our swings in blood sugar, so you don't get exhausted and cranky when you haven't eaten for a few hours. And this makes it easier to stay within a reasonable amount of food every day, even without conscious calorie restriction. Okay, that's why I don't get you guys to count jack shit. Okay, at the start. Okay, I just want to make sure that you guys are getting lots and lots of fat within your meals. 70% of your meals, okay, is fat. All right, let's have a look at the keto food pyramid with you guys. Now, down the bottom, you can actually see is the water. So you guys should be actually drinking 3 liters plus of water a day on a ketogenic diet. Okay, we really stipulated this last week at the end when we were going over the 8 negative effects of keto. We needed to make sure that we're drinking 3 liters plus of water a day, having a teaspoon of water a day, a teaspoon of salt every day, and also getting a shit ton of greens in there as well. So on the keto pyramid, we've got water at the bottom, we've got our fattier meats, we've got our salmons, our salamis, our chicken with the skin on, bacon, and our fattier meats. We've got our vegetables, our eggs, avocados, dairy, oils, onions and seeds. Seeds and nuts, and also some other vegetables. And the only fruit we're allowed are berries. Okay, so no bread, no pasta, no rice, no starches, no potatoes or kumara, no sugar, no high fructose corn syrup, no corn. Okay, that's probably one of the things that catches out a lot of people that are starting keto. No corn, no wheat, no flour, no legumes, no beans, no fruit except for some berries, no soda unless it's Coke Zero or the zero drinks you are allowed. And no milk, okay? People are saying, Adrian, why aren't we allowed any milk? We're allowed cream and shit like that. Why aren't we allowed any bloody milk? Milk actually has a lot of sugar in it, okay? Which is quite incredible. So if you guys have a look in the back of your milk containers, you'll actually see there's quite a bit of sugar in there as well, okay? Don't know why. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, testing for keto, using the keto strips. So being in ketosis generates elevated levels of ketones, which are detectable in our breath, our urine, and also in our blood. Now, ketone urine testing strips or keto sticks or keto strips are the quickest, easiest way to test for ketones in your urine. Hydration and the amount of time spent in ketosis may affect your ketosis strip, okay, results. So what this is saying is that if you guys are drinking 3 liters plus of water every day, you're probably around this area here, okay, in the keto strips, okay, and more so in the morning. You're probably down here with traces in the morning because our body is actually utilizing our ketones a lot more at nighttime, and we're not actually producing a lot. Whereas during the day, you should be moving closer down this end here. If you guys are testing throughout the day, also if you are more dehydrated, your viscosity of the ketones in your urine will be a lot darker. Okay, so whereabouts should you lie in this area here if you're in ketosis? Anywhere. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are, just as long as you're not here, that's fantastic. Okay, if you guys are in here, that is great. We are not trying to get to the deep purple. Okay, that is not our goal. Our goal is just to stay within this level here. And like I said before, if you guys are super hydrated, it will be low traces, okay, and also our body actually only produces 3 types of ketones, and these keto strips only test for 1 type, and after a while your body actually runs out of these types of ketones and these keto strips become null and void. They don't actually work for me anymore, but I do know when I'm in ketosis, just because I know now how it feels, and you guys will too. Okay, so these keto strips are there for you guys to test to make sure that you're in keto. Also, if you guys have a cheat meal that's coming Friday or Saturday, test yourself. Yep, it's kicked me out of keto. Next day, how long has it taken me to get back into ketosis? Oh, yep, it took me 2 days or 1 day. Okay, the longer that you stay in ketosis, the shorter it takes for your body to get back into ketosis if you've kicked yourself out. Okay, we become what is called fat adapted. Okay, and that's the sort of state that we want to get you guys into as soon as possible. So the longer you guys stay in ketosis, the better you guys are and the more fat adapted you are, so that if you do have a cheat meal, you get back into ketosis really, really fast, okay? So do use these keto strips and test strips to make sure that you're in ketosis. So scientifically, you know that that is happening. Also, the other ketone meters you can actually have, okay? We've also got a blood ketone meter. It basically just pricks your finger You get some blood out onto the little test strips that are here, and it gives you a reading. And this, the blood and the blood tests are a little bit more expensive. The meters around about $80 to $250, depending on which one you get. And the test strips are relatively expensive, but they are a better way of actually testing if you are in ketosis. But the keto strips are great for initially starting off, because we just want to know, are you guys in ketosis or not? Okay, let's look at keto takeaways for you guys, because I know a few guys are on the road, and even if you guys are out and about, what sort of keto takeaways you can have. KFC is a pretty good option to go to as far as a cheat meal goes as well, but that's relatively going to keep you into ketosis. Now let's talk about that for a bit, cheat meals and what to look for, you know, as far as that goes. Now, if I go to KFC and I order just the chicken and maybe the coleslaw, I know that it may kick me out of ketosis because of all the crumb that's on the chicken, and depending on how many I eat, which is a lot, okay, so it's going to kick me out of ketosis. But it's not going to kick me out for too long, because the crumb that's on the outside of the chicken isn't that full on. It isn't that full on as far as carbohydrates go. But instead of having the chicken, if I chose to have 2 pizzas, because I can eat 2 pizzas, okay, if I have that, that's going to take me a longer time for my body to go through those types of carbohydrates, to burn through them and to get me back into ketosis. Okay, so picking and choosing what your cheat meals are is going to also depict on how fast you get back into ketosis. Okay, so be very sure about what sort of cheat meals you do have if you guys are looking at that. And I found that with the KFC, especially the Double Downer, the Double Down has got chicken on the outside. It's got cheese, bacon, and some mayo in there. Okay, so this is definitely going to keep us in keto probably for the first one. But if I have 2, it may kick me out. But pretty cool for 1. Also, if I'm downtown and I have some satay chicken, it doesn't really matter what it's like, but I try to add some fat onto it as well. Remember, we've got 75 or 70% fat that we need to add to our meal. So the satay sauce is definitely a fat adder. I also look at mayo when I'm out and about, especially in the Japanese restaurants. They usually have mayo on the side, just to add some fat to my meals. Also, McDonald's, you can get bunless burgers now, and you can get them wrapped in lettuce. If you guys are at McDonald's, try not to have the Big Mac patties, you know, the normal McDonald's patties. You guys are probably wanting more of the Angus burger. Also, there is lots of breakfast out there. Burger Fuel and also Carl Jr. do some amazing burgers out there that are full keto friendly. Yeah, a lot more options out there. I'm just going to update this page actually. And also, let's talk about the WHoosh and how you guys actually lose body fat and what actually happens. You guys might have already experienced this, but let's talk about the WHoosh anyway. Okay, so if you imagine this here is Adrian's fat cell, okay? And when I put on body fat, this fat cell grows, okay? And every now and then it might make another fat cell, and that'll grow as well. But it's very, you know, it makes new fat cells every now and then. It's not a common thing, but as I get bigger and bigger for longer, my body will produce some more fat cells and they'll get bigger. So this fat cell of Adrian, okay, I'm in ketosis. Basically the fat within the cell is shrinking. Okay, but because Adrian's lost the weight before and because Adrian's put it back on before, what's actually happened is that my fat cell thinks, well, because he's done this, what we'll do, we won't shrink down. Let's replace that fat with water. Okay, so what happens is that fat cell has now got water and fat in it. Okay, now I want you guys to reach down and I want you to feel your fat. Okay, I want you to feel your fat. I seriously want you guys to feel your midsection. Okay, and just feel it. Is it a little bit softer than it was last week? Is it maybe a little bit watery? Okay, even. Okay, so what's actually happened is that now your fat cell has got some water in it, and it actually feels spongier to the touch, even watery. And what happens is that after a couple of weeks, Adrian's carrying around this excess water, and my body thinks, well, shit, Adrian's not going to put this fat back on. So what we'll do is we'll shrink this fat cell down and expel all of that water into Adrian's system. And that day, I'm in the bathroom. I'm holding on to the sides, okay, because I'm going number 1s and number 2s all day, okay? And this is what is called a WHoosh, okay? And this is a typical thing that happens on a ketogenic diet, okay? This is how we lose body fat. This is how we lose the weight. is that I usually hover around about 400, 500 grams all week, or maybe even 2 weeks. I usually go on a 2-week cycle, right? I'll be hovering around 400, 500 grams up and down. And then I'll have a whoosh, okay, where I'm holding on to the sides in the bathroom going number 1s and number 2s all day, okay? And then I'll wake up the next day a kg or 2 lighter. And then I'll hover around that for 400, 500 grams for around about a week or 2, and then I'll have another whoosh. Okay, so that's basically what's going to be happening with you guys there, and there will be people commenting on the group chat saying, I had a whoosh. I was in the bathroom, and there's going to be lots of memes, and we're going to see all the memes. Okay, so basically that's what's going to happen with you guys. You guys are going to have what's called the whoosh, and this is basically what's going to happen with you guys in the next week or 2. Okay, so go the whoosh. That is definitely what we're after. Okay, so homework for you guys. We have a minimum of 4 morning workouts this week. Remember, I'm trying to get you guys into the routine or the ritual of giving these morning workouts into your program, okay, every day, Monday to Friday. You've got 2 sets of 20, 20, 20, or go for a walk. If you're already working out in the morning, keep that going. Just make sure you do this on an empty stomach. I want you guys to post up in the Keto 12-week Facebook page. This is for accountability to the community. Don't worry, you won't be the only one doing it, and that is the point. We're all there going through the same thing. We're there to support and encourage. So post up your workout or a photo of where you're working or exercising this week. That'll be fantastic. And stay in ketosis. Okay, this is all about you getting your body to use its fat for fuel. The longer you're in ketosis, the longer your body has to use you as fuel. And if you do get kicked out of keto from eating carbohydrates, it could take a couple of days for you to get back into keto. Okay, so for you guys this week, that is what I want you guys to focus on. Are there any questions at all? Remember, you guys are muted. You guys may need to unmute yourself. Are there any questions at all leading into week 2 with you guys?
Yeah, can I just ask if I have water in the morning, like hot water with lemon in it, which I like to have, does that count towards my water?
Yes, it does. And for those of you guys that are taking water with lemon, or maybe in the morning you might be having apple cider vinegar, continue that on. Okay, that's cool.
Thanks.
Okay, go for it.
Thanks.
Any other questions, guys? All right. Okay, guys, I will see you guys next Sunday, but I'll see you guys online anyway. Keep cool till after school. Hei konara. I'll see you guys soon. Ka kite anō. Bye-bye.